Yes, ninth class. Today, again, we are here to discuss on the same topic, the constitutional design. Yes, my dear students, as we have discussed the problems faced by the leaders at the time of the framing the constitution. So, need of the constitution. Now, here I am going to discuss the guiding values of the Indian constitution. As we have discussed a lot of things that we can understood by reading the views of some of our major leaders on the constitution, but it is equally important to read what the constitution says about its own philosophy. That is what the preamble of the constitution does. So students, as we know that while guiding doing the values of Indian constitution, as today is a Saturday, so I will give you one activity in the last, that is the activity of the day, that is about the preamble. As we have discussed, that preamble is a first sheet that shows the nature of the constitution. That means what is whole about the constitution, that is written on the one page, that is the preamble. So preamble is very much important for us. So here I want to discuss some of the more things with you, that at the time of framing constitution, as we have taken the influence from so many people, so Mahatma Gandhi is one of the person from which our leaders had taken the influence. So Mahatma Gandhi, okay, he was not the member of the Constituent Assembly, but still his messages, they are included in our constitution. The as one of the message was there, no foreign rule, no foreign rule. So such kind of things was not included. Second thing, it everyone has equal rights, that is the equality. So these are some of the views which we have taken from from Mahatma Gandhi. So next one is the no untouchability. Next one is the untouchability, sorry, uh, no untouchability. So untouchability was banned in constitution. So everybody was getting equal rights to do the work. So it is a dream of Mahatma Gandhi. So such kind of things they have been included. So Dr. Ambedkar, who played a very important role in the making of the constitution, he had some different understanding how inequalities could be removed. So in his concluding speech to the Constituent Assembly, he stated his anxiety very clearly. So, Constituent Assembly at the stroke of midnight on August 15, 1947, they have decided about some of the areas which they have to include in the constitution. Like I have told you, some of the things like equality, untouchability was banned, everybody was getting equal rights, no discrimination on the basis of caste, color and religion, etc. also. So when the world sleep at the time of the midnight hour, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to new, and from new, and age ends, the soul of a nation long suppressed finds alterness. Means the things they are written here in his final speech, that he want to provide the equality, because he was also a great sufferer at the young time, so he also want to provide the equality and also remove try to remove the poverty with his providing the, you can say, the many rights to the poor also, and right of occupation also, to select an occupation, which also remove the inequality. And the ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been wipe every tear from every eye. Means it try each and everything to remove the discrimination in Indian society. So, philosophy of the constitution. Values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle, which we have already discussed in our previous videos, that the things they have decided by the people. So these values are included in the preamble of the Indian constitution. As I've told you, that preamble is the first page which tells the nature of every constitution. So it was a short statement of its basic values. This is called the preamble. So taking inspiration from American model, most countries in the contemporary world have chosen to begin their constitution with a preamble. So we have a preamble also. Here it is. Okay. Yes, my dear student, it is the preamble, and these are some of the points which highlighting the nature of our preamble as the sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. Now I'm going to discuss it one by one. Sovereignty. People have supreme power to make decision on internal as well as external matters. Means the powers, the maximum powers they are given to the common people, or given in the hands of common people. Socialist. Wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by society. It means the wealth must be given to each and everyone. At the time of the British rule, the wealth was only circulated in some of the hands, so it was stopped. Now it was generated to each and everyone. So everyone should have the ownership of land or maybe some kind of money, so they easily live their life. That next is the secularism. Secularism means equal respect to all religions. Means the government of India or the constitution does not promote any one religion as the official religion. Means the constitution is not having any religion. He is free from any of the religion. Next is a democratic. A democratic government is a form of government where the all rights they are given in the hands of people, you can say. So the people they enjoy equal political rights, elect their rulers, and if they are not able to do the work properly, so the people they are having the rights to remove that government also. So means the government is running on some basic rules which were framed by the side of the people. Republic. The head of the state is an elected person and not a hereditary position. Means the state head is elected by the common people by giving a right, that is one person, one right. Means they can elect the people. Next, the justice. Means nobody can be discriminated on the basis of social inequalities or social status. Means citizen cannot be discriminated on the ground of caste, religion, gender, etc. Everybody is getting equal rights. Liberty means everybody or every citizen can move anywhere or can live their life freely. So no restrictions were given on them, and they are free to express their views also. Next is the equality. That means all are equal before the law. No social inequalities were there or will be discussed. The government should provide equal opportunities to all and provide the equal not only the equal opportunities but also provide the equality on the social basis also. Fraternity, that means all of us should behave as we are the members of the same family. No one should be treat fellow citizen as inferior. That means that we are getting equal rights and responsibilities and duties from the side of the government. So nobody can be discriminated on any of the basis, and we should not force any person on the behalf of the minorities. Means if you are belonging to some upper caste or some majority groups, you cannot force anyone to do any kind of work. So these are the some major areas which shows our constitution, or you can say the nature of the constitution. This whole page show the nature or the values we are having in our constitution. And okay, the points they are even highlighted of here also. We the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens. Means we are following these rules, and to secure all citizens for their justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity in our constituent assembly. This 26th day of November 1949 to adopt ourselves with our constitution. So such kind of things have been decided at that time, and still we are having the same nature of our constitution, but many amendments we have done in our constitution. So it's not merely a statement of values and philosophy as we have noted above. We still are following the same thing. The constitution describes the institutional arrangements in a very legal language. If you read the constitution for the first time, it can be quite difficult to understand, but later on, if you read it maybe twice or thrice, you are able to understand each and everything, and you will be able to define all such kind of things. And as today is a Saturday, so I am giving one of the activity to you, that is that you have to draw a preamble on a chart. No, I am writing here. Draw a preamble on a chart and also highlight the main features of preamble, and this you have to do. And you can also show it to me. You can send me the pics, you can share the pics to me on through WhatsApp group. And this preamble chart you have to complete it by today evening. Do that, and positively you have to share your pics of charts with me. So that is all for the day, and try to find out the exercise also. Okay, so that is all for the day.